Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we're going into the Collecting a Battalion or the Building a Battalion series again, and today we are going to start looking at Stormcast Eternals. The Stormcast Eternals are Sigmar's mighty demigod warriors who fight to save the mortal realms and cleanse them from the taint of chaos, death and destruction. So what are we aiming to do in this series? Well, let's start with talking about what is a War Scroll Battalion. So, a War Scroll Battalion is a special formation comprised of various units that by taking said units will give you access to additional abilities for the units inside said War Scroll Battalion during the game. This is really cool as it creates a fun thematic sort of army that has some narrative implementations to it. All battalions are based upon the narrative and forces that will generally fight alongside each other see to be together in battalions. But why are we doing this? And so, as mentioned, collecting a battalion can be a great way to collect to a theme. Building to a theme is really cool. You can have something unifying, you have a story behind your army. It gives you a goal to strive towards and an endpoint to reach as well. The reason for this is like a goal to strive towards, you have this battalion that you can try and fill out. It's a set amount of models that you're trying to complete to get. It gives you an end goal of this battalion is done, it's fully fleshed out, this is done. You get bonuses as well for playing with the models as mentioned, and they thematically go together. This is really cool. Playing to the narrative and getting bonuses because your army is narrative is a really cool thing to have happen to you in the game. And it's a chance to try out models you might not otherwise take. This is cool because some battalions utilise models that might not be the best on their own war scroll, but put them into a battalion, combine them with other things within the battalion and how the battalion works within an army, and they might actually be something better than the sum of their parts. So let's go into what's the plan. So we're looking to build an army focusing on the battalion in question, whatever that may be. In this case it will be Stormcast Eternal battalions, and we'll go through them all. To thematically build upon a battalion if required, so not all battalions are full or big enough to create a 2,000 point army, and so we'll thematically build upon them if required. So we'll add in units that fit the theme of the battalion of what it's trying to evoke. And to have a framework to set an end goal within. This is a great thing. It gives us a goal to strive towards, and somewhere like even after 2,000 points of where you can go with the rest of the army to fully flesh it out. But let's get cracking into the battalions, and we'll start off with... Alright, today we're looking at the Drakesworn Temple. This is a really cool battalion for Stormcast Eternals using the Extremis Chamber, which is the chamber all about Star Drakes and Dracoffs. And this battalion in particular is all Star Drakes. So the organisation of this is 3 Drakesworn Templars. That's it. 3 Star Drakes are what you're taking if you take this battalion. So the ability for the battalion is a little bit underwhelming, but it's not the point. We are going to make an army with 3 dragons. So we'll talk about the ability a little bit though. So it's once per battle in your hero phase you can summon a celestial wave. If you do so, each unit within 3 inches of any models from this battalion is caught in the celestial wave. Enemy units caught in it take D3 mortal wounds. Friendly units heal D3. Pretty simple and cool, a once per game ability. Very similar to like, I guess, a Morpot with actual offensive ability as well. It's a bit nothing really, but it's cool. And so, we're obviously playing as Stormcast Eternals, and we've chosen the sub-faction Hallowed Knights. Now, this is an odd one, because Hallowed Knights is one of those ones that people just sort of never seem to take, but I think it's got some cool things for some of the Drakesworn Templars in this. So we've taken a Drakesworn Templar, he's going to be our general, and he's going to have the command trait Martyr's Strength. So this is really cool on a Star Drake. So you roll a dice if the general is slain in the combat phase. On a 2+, the general can make a pile-in move and then attack with all the melee weapons it is armed with before it's removed from play. So Star Drake dies, gets to attack one last time. That's cool in my books. I think that's awesome. This just sort of pushes into that idea of getting Star Drake to do as much. We then take another Drakesworn Templar. He's going to have the Parchment of Purity, which is the artifact we have to take thanks to Hallowed Knights, and this is in your hero phase. You can heal 1 wound to this one, so I'm going to keep this one alive. And plus we add in that, potentially the Celestial Wave. There could be a turn where he gets an extra 4 wounds back out of nowhere. The last Drakesworn Templar we've chosen to take, though, is we're going to have him with the Quicksilver Draft, and this allows him to strike first once per game. allowing us to dabble in the activation wars and have a dragon that's going to hit before anything. Can be quite cool because, you know, if the general's going to die, well, then you let him die because he can still attack, or you maybe, if you're going first, you have your this one go, and then your general dies and then gets to fight again. Really, really cool, I think. And then lastly, we're going to take the Celestin Pride because we're taking 3 big models. One will add a 4th. This is all just about fitting big Stormcast models on the table, and this just seems to me like a lot of fun to actually play with. And I can't wait to give this a try. For battle line, we just had to take 3 units of Liberators, minimum battle line, and a battalion of the Drakesworn Temple. There's not really much more to talk about this battalion, in all honesty. This is just a great way to get 3 Star Drakes on the table, and I think it'd be rather cool just to see how this goes in some games. If you've actually run the Drakesworn Temple, I'd love to hear from you and love to know how it went. It's just a really cool, interesting battalion. But totaling up 1960 points, we get an extra command point, which is cool, no allies, and a nice 86 wounds. But yeah, like I said, if you've run this battalion before, let me know how it's gone, because I'm building up this army. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait. But that's it for the video. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. And, well, if you've got any thoughts about Stormcast Eternals or the battalions and getting started with Stormcast Eternals, leave them in the comments down below as well. I'm a big fan of Stormcast. I have a decent sized army. In fact, I have a whole warrior chamber that I'm currently painting up. But as mentioned, you can also go check out the links down in the description below. You'll find a link to our Discord server where you can come chat to me and other members of the community. You'll find a link to our Twitch channel, of which you should definitely go give us a follow on Twitch and help us hit 50 followers. We're so close to it. And lastly, you'll find a link to our Patreon if you wish to support the channel in any other way. A big thank you to those people who do support the channel in such a big way. Thank you to our Sinful Guard Militia, Christian Weir, Soren, Philip Ward, and Couchspawn. You guys are all amazing. And our Sinful Free Guild Regiment member, James. Thank you very much, mate. But that's it from me, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. We'll see you all again real soon.